Hello, sports fans. Welcome to Howard on Sports. My name is Howard, and today I want to talk about Michael Porter Jr. And you might be thinking to yourself, who is Michael Porter Jr.? If you're an NBA fan, you know who he is, but he's a good player, but like, why would I want to talk about him? Well, the reason is that he happens to play for the Brooklyn Nets, which is the team I root for. But all the previous seasons that he spent in the NBA were with the Denver Nuggets, and he won a championship with them. But he was clearly never their number one option. Nikola Jokic, of course, was the number one option. And number two was Jamal Murray. So I guess he was three. So the thing is, from his point of view, does he like the situation he's in now? He has no chance to win with the Brooklyn Nets, but he's having his best statistical season ever. He's averaging 24.3 points per game. With the Nuggets, the best season he ever had was 19 per game. So he's clearly having his best scoring season ever in the NBA. But the Nets have no chance to make the playoffs. So I just wonder if he's enjoying his experience with the Nets, or does he wish he was back with the Denver Nuggets? But again, with Denver, he's never going to be a superstar. It kind of reminds me of my academic experience. Well, let me explain. When I was in seventh and eighth grade, I was in I don't like to use this term because I work in education now. So it's not a very nice thing to say, but I was in the dumb class in seventh and eighth grade. And I was among the smarter students in those classes. When I reached high school, they put me in the smart class, and I was among the dumber children in those classes. So, what made me feel better? Did I like being one of the big fish in the small pond, so to speak, in seventh and eighth grade? Or did I like the challenge of being in the more advanced classes, but knowing, I was never going to do great because I'm not intellectually gifted. It's just the way it is. And Michael Porter is not a Hall of Fame talent. It's just the way it is. But he's a good player, and I was an okay student. So I guess I'm making that comparison. Which is a better situation? For me, I think ultimately being in the smart class was better because I was surrounded by smart kids, and just being in that atmosphere probably made me work a little harder because it was a good type of peer pressure. You know what I mean? I wanted to try to do well because all my friends were doing well. So for Michael Porter Jr., maybe it was better to be on the Denver Nuggets because, okay, he's never going to be the best player, but he's always going to have a chance to win a championship. But maybe not. Who knows how he really feels? I will tell you, 24.3 points a game is pretty good. And so maybe that's going to be the rest of his career. He has his championship. Maybe he's never going to win again, but he's going to fill up the stat sheet. And maybe that's good enough. I don't know. We would have to ask Michael Porter Jr., and I don't think he's going to let me interview him for this channel. Just a guess.